Howdy, quick video for you guys today, and I'm gonna go ahead and get right into the meat of it by asking this one question. What if I were to tell you that the key to saving a wasted day is by not believing in yourself? And I know that sounds interesting and really weird, so I'm gonna go ahead and explain myself. Because what's actually happening here is there's a paradox. And this paradox is you believe that you're capable of 100% efforts. And truth is, we are. Although, how this may have come about is maybe you had one really great day, a good day. Maybe you studied for 4 hours straight, undistracted, fully focused. So maybe that day you're thinking, wow, what a great productive day. This was a top tier productivity day. Yet, next day comes around, now you're thinking, oh my goodness, it's time to have a top tier productivity day. Although, now you've developed a really tough standard for yourself. And with this standard, anything below a top tier productivity day is now a failure. It's going to be a wasted day. At this point, you might be saying, I already know this. What am I supposed to do with this? So my response is, I'm going to go ahead and give you an analogy to help you understand what the mind does, and then I'm going to provide you a solution. So here's the analogy. We act as if we're hard drives, but we are actually CPUs. So I'm going to explain it a little bit more. Functioning as a hard drive means that we have a fixed capacity and we have fixed speeds every single day. The reality is we are CPUs, and the difference lies in CPUs adapt moment to moment, and they adapt based on available resources. A lot of times we're not even aware of our available resources. In fact, most of us already know that any day we are not the same person every single day. We do not have the same focus, we do not have the same hunger, and we most certainly do not have the same energy levels every day. So when your brain wants to study for 4 hours straight, we get frustrated thinking, why can't my body just do what my mind tells it to do? Soon this disconnect becomes self-distrust, shame, and inevitably a wasted day. With this kind of thinking, it's not hard to imagine that everything that we do in a given day becomes a failure. So what we need to do is develop a different way of thinking where we can adapt. And whatever we do in a given day becomes a win. How do we get there? We do this by learning to pivot. Emphasis on learning, because pivoting is a skill. And you're not going to be great at it the first time you're trying it. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you how to pivot. And it's going to be simple, not easy. First thing you need to do is lower your standards. Lower your standards by believing in yourself a little less. In fact, I'd go as far to say, believe so hard that you're going to be the most degenerate couch potato, mindlessly scrolling on your bed. Eventually, having this standard where your whole day comprises of doom scrolling 24/7, 5 minutes of work becomes a success. It's a bonus. Eventually, anything that you do in addition to your doom scrolling, brain rotting, is extra credit. It's your bonus. It's for fun. So if you can't sit to study for 4 hours, pivot to reading a few pages, or pivot to watching a video on the subject. If you can't go to the gym, pivot to a few push-ups, or pivot to getting up and drinking some water, or even pivot to cleaning or organizing a little bit on your life, because what that does is it allows us to have less resistance when we're meeting the things that we should be doing, because a lot of times, even I'm at fault for this. Sometimes I just don't do things because my brain is so preoccupied on the mess in the sink. Sometimes these dirty dishes just occupy my mind and I can't think of anything else. Last thing I wanted to mention is if you're going to waste time, regardless of pivoting, waste it well. What I mean by that is commit to wasting your time. If you're watching a video, doom scrolling, if you're playing a video game, immerse yourself. Allow yourself to laugh guilt-free. Let yourself be stuck in that world. Because if you're thinking about the things that you should be doing while you're doing recreational activities, it's not recreation. It's no longer rest. In summary, if you're feeling like you're wasting your days, stop trying to chase who you were on your best day. Start adapting to who you are right now. Alrighty, have a good one. Bye.